how did you introduce Dre to 213, which is, Nate and Snoop? And why did Snoop hang up in your face? To be clear, you introduced Snoop to Dre.
Well, at that time, we was all over the neighborhood. We our name was ringing, um, and everybody wanted to be a part of 213. So we had like different guys wanting to manage us and do this and do that. So uh, certain people like and I wasn't mad at them for uh, you know trying to get with Snooping, but okay, y'all do y'all thing, but don't like kind of divide and conquer us because we homeboys. This is
Right.
my best friend. Nate is my best friend. He's my dogs. So it was some people that's just was in between trying to take Snoop to go try to get him a deal, just him Snoop a deal away from us,
Mm.
and so we got into it pretty much, and I was like, yo, so I was doing my own thing, but just didn't have nothing to do, and I called Dre out the blue, like, what's going on, man? He was like, I'm doing a bachelor party for L.A. Dre. You should come through. So I said, all right, I'm gonna come through. So me and a couple of my homeboys rolled up there, uh, got to the bachelor party, cracking, women all over the place.
Wow.
I'm a pup still. I ain't
Yeah.
I ain't even like I ain't even dressed right, but the music was just it had calmed down, and so they was just playing music. So I asked L.A. Dre, I said, "Can I play this our song?" And he was like, "Cause they didn't really have nothing else to play. They kept playing the
Right.
same things for the girls to dance and do their thing." So he popped in the disc. I mean, not the disc, but the cassette,
Mm.
and started playing Long Beach is a.
Wow.
And he was like shaking his head, like, "Damn, this is banging." And he was like, "Did you let your brother hear this?" And I was like, "Nah, cause we got shot down a few times. Drake wasn't with us. We'd be at family function. I'd be like, Dre, this is my homeboy Snoop. He vicious. You need to check him out." He'd be like, "Oh, is right? Is that right? And then ain't even
Big bro won't try to hear that.
it wasn't trying to hear it. So he was like, "I'm gonna let Dre hear this." So he was like, "Dre." So Dre came over and he listened, and he was like, "Damn, that banger. Who was that?" And I was like, "Shit, that's me and Snoop and Nate, 213. I've been trying to tell you
Mm.
that we got some dope." He was like, "That is dope." And then he was just like, "Y'all come to the studio on Monday." So, like I said, me and Snoop was like
Right.
he was doing this
So
thing.
y'all was the youngins on the come up. Big
Yeah.
bro was already on.
Yeah, he was on at that time.
And even then, you still had to prove yourself to Big Brother to make
Yeah,
it take it serious.
he had just left NWA.
Wow.
Had just left NWA, so he was like, "Come to the studio on Monday." So I called Snoop, like, "Snoop, I got, I talked to Dre. He want to get with us to go to the studio." He's like, "Fuck you, I ain't trying to hear that." Boom, he hung the phone up. So I called him back, like, do the whole. I said, "Snoop, just listen, please listen to me." So he was like, "What's up, cuz?" And I'm like, "Just listen to me. Let me call Dre on the three-way." So I called Dre on the three-way. I said, "Andre," I said, "Snoop don't believe you want us to come to the studio on Monday." And he was like, "That ain't no Dr. Dre." And he's like, "This is Dre." Because when he said that, like,
Yeah.
that distinctive, like.
Exactly. That Dre was.
So he got quiet. Snoop got quiet, like, "Oh," shit." And he was like, "Oh, shit. Well, hey, it's all good, Dre. We gonna come up. We gonna come up
Yeah,
on Monday." So
for sure.
I hit him like, "Where you at?" Like he was like, "I'm on the east side." So we linked up over at my homeboy Rump house, because that was like our hub, because we was staying there. I would stay there. Snoop would stay there sometime, but he also lived around the corner at Mary House too. So he would be back and forth. Nate would be back and forth. We was all back and forth. But Rump House was our hub. We was living there because we ain't had nowhere to go really. And we got in the house. We just telling everybody that we going to the studio with Dre on Monday. Like, yeah, like we was charged up, celebrating and
Yeah.
drinking and having a good time.